Oh boy. Oh boy. Alrighty. Hold up. Oh boy. Hey, why are you doing that? Hey everybody. How are you? It's been a while since I called you up and chatted with you from the car, but I'm here to spill the tea. I have been, well, let me show you this. The other day I went on Facebook Marketplace and I'm looking for a oh, my eyes itching. We got rain. Hallelujah. Last night, well, yesterday, I think it rained once in the day for about 10 minutes, but during the night, I heard the rain. It woke me up a little after 3. You know, living in a trailer with that tin roof, you can't help but hear the rain, and especially when it's a downpour, and it was so nice to listen to. And I got up and I opened my trailer door to look out, and just so nice. It rained the other day too, so there's a lot of pollen and stuff in the air that's been washed off from the trees, making my eyes itch. I have my glasses here, but I took them off while I'm talking to you. I just checked the weather before I called you, and it's 76 degrees and sunny, and there is a little bit of humidity, which is normal for us before and after rain. But anyway, the other day I went on Facebook Marketplace. I'm still praying for and I'm still looking for a twin bed. And I have seen them. I've seen them on Facebook Marketplace, even sometimes for free. You know, I'm moving, I need this out ASAP, it's free, just come get it. And I go and look and they're in Dallas. I don't go to Dallas, not even for anything free. Other times, they have been in my area. I saw one time, $25 for the frame, the box spring, and the mattress. And I contacted the person. This was last year. Can you believe I've been looking that long? And I said, if I were to offer you some gas money, could you deliver it to me? Because it's not going to fit in this Toyota Scion. And the person was so nice and said if they could lift, they sure would, and they wouldn't want any gas money. They just want that twin bed gone. But they had a back injury and couldn't lift. And so it just seems like anytime I find a twin bed, there's no one I can get a hold of that has a truck that's free to go and get it. My landlord has a truck. My pastor's son has a truck. I know someone else with a truck. But these people also work, you know, and it's just been hard. But I just keep saying, oh, thank you, Jesus, for my wonderful twin bed that I know that you're just hiding it, God. You are just hiding that twin bed for me because it's going to be the right one. Anyway, I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for that, and I found someone close by had a crochet book, an Annie's Attic crochet book for $2. I contacted them right away. Thankfully, they had just listed it because, you know, things go so fast. I have seen this book in the stores before. I saw it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. No, not Hobby Lobby. Michael's or Joanne in the past, and so wanted it, but expensive, as you know. But look at for $2, 50 crochet ripple stitches. And there's some more. This is an Annie's crochet by Dollar Sims, S-I-M-S. And in the US, it goes for $9.95, and in Canada, $11.95, and I got it for $2. I posted I believe I did. I posted a picture of the Facebook ad, not showing the person's name, on my community tab, I think. I know I took a picture of that ad and I sent it to Kelly from I Bring It Every Day and Jamie from Jamie's Hooked, because I was so excited to go get it. And no, I didn't post it on my community tab because I saved the picture and I'm gonna post it on my community tab. I wanted to post the picture of it and then even show some pictures from inside, and I will do that. But this find came just in time because I've been thinking of a project. It's not my own pattern. It's a pattern been out for a while and different variations of it. But I was going to change it up. And I needed a wavy kind of ripple is what I kept thinking for what I'm going to make. I didn't want the traditional chevron. But look what I found here. I dog-eared the page, I think. Yep. I'm going to have to show you quick. Well, it's called Highs and Lows. See, it's kind of wavy. I think that's going to be perfect for what I want to make. Did I tell you in the beginning I'm here to spill the tea of what I've been up to? I'm just so excited over this book. I've been looking through it and looking through it. Let's see if I can show you something else. But I think I'm going to try that pattern for what I want to make. But I saw something. Look at this Poppy Lady. Poppy Lady over in the UK. Poppy Lady. Oh boy, I can't think of her name. But I think most of you know who she is. She's on Ursula's Live, and she does, she makes poppies and she makes other things. But look at this. It says pretty posies, but they could be poppies if you got a little creative. You know, like did this green row black? Yeah. So, fun book. Okay. Spill the tea, what I've been up to. I've been making hats, you know. I don't have any set number of hats that I'm going to make. I'm just in between a million other projects, crochet projects, life, church, Sunday school, doctors, cleaning, organizing, chores, my animals, just every now and then in between everything else. I'll stop and sit down and make a hat. You know, they don't take no time. I haven't followed anyone's pattern. It's just your regular beanie. But my plan is to get some made, and then I'll be donating them to one of my local food pantries that, you know, I've had to go to for help, and it's just my way of giving back to them. So I did a video, a short maybe, or a video, and then I think I posted a picture on my community tab of the adult beanie that I made last week or the week before, just with some, I'm just using scrap yarn for these beanies, and so there's gonna probably end up being some wild color combinations. And it's not because I don't have yarn, but I think it will be fun just to go through some of my scraps and just whip up a beanie. And so I showed that adult one. Well, I've made some baby, and I don't know like what age these would fit. It can fit my hand in them. See? It's just your regular beanie. My mother used to make these for me and my cousins. And then for the brim, when I get enough rows done, and then I want to make my brim, I chain one and I turn my work. This whole other part here, I don't turn, you know, but for the brim I turn. And then I do, well, I'll show you on this one. I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 rows of just single crochet. It's not very good. And then the last row on this one, I do a single crochet, do a single crochet, and then I think I chained 3. Yeah, I chained 3, and then I skipped 2 double crochet, and then I did a single crochet. So it made like a little loopy thing. I don't know why I did it, but because it don't even show because it's all one color. But then you fold your brim up so your right stitches, you know, the right side of your single crochet is flush with the right side of your double crochet. Very, very easy. Like I say, my mother used to whip these up. And then I grabbed a variegated blue and mixed it with a light blue, and I just did 6 rows of single crochet for the brim, and I didn't do that loop on the top of that because I thought it's more like for a girl, and a boy wouldn't need that. So I did that one. Then I changed it up. I went with the light blue. This was just a ball of leftover yarns. And then I did the brim in the variegated. So very easy. So I have that adult one. I have 3 baby ones done. And I will be making some more, all different sizes. I just went and got my free iced coffee, and let me tell you, oh, so good. It took so long to earn enough points for a free iced coffee. I don't know how people, I mean, and this is Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know how people can afford Starbucks every day. And I mean, it's not my business, but one person I know in real life goes to Starbucks at least twice, if not 3 times a day. I don't know who just waved. For coffee. I feel bad when I go to Dunkin' Donuts, whenever I do, to buy one. Which, let me tell you, it's been a while. I'm talking about like, a month at least that I've not gone to Dunkin' Donuts and bought an iced coffee. But because I have the app, different deals pop up all the time, and usually I don't buy any. I don't get into any of those deals because it will be like, now I've missed out on a lot of free iced coffees because I don't buy a donut. I'll get a thing sent to me that if I buy a donut, I'll get a free medium iced coffee. Well, it's not that I don't like donuts, but I'm diabetic and I'm still trying to continue to lose weight. So I never get in on that deal. Plus, I'd rather a large iced coffee than a medium. And I don't come out and buy any kind of breakfast burritos and all those things. So a lot of the Dunkin' Donuts deals I miss out on. And I get them every day. They name them like after the days of the week. If you have the app, you know what I mean. And then the holidays and different times of the year. But so I was going through my phone, swipe, deleting a bunch of stuff. And in the middle of doing that, I got a phone call. I went to answer the phone call, and I clicked on a Dunkin' Donuts ad. And what it was the offers. And I saw that I had enough points to get a free iced coffee. So I never did get that phone call because, well, I got distracted. And so then I said, I'm going to finish what I was doing and come out here and get this iced coffee and bring these hats and that book to show you. And now Yesterday, I went to Walmart. I have not been to Walmart. I did a live from a Walmart parking lot a couple weeks ago, but I've not gone in because they're not keeping it stocked. And when I was buying my produce there, I was getting bad produce. So I do my shopping at Kroger, which is a little bit pricey, but I do have the Kroger card, loyal customer card. So I get deals. And also I get points towards gas. Not too long ago, I saved 10 cents a gallon versus the regular 3 cents a gallon. So it all does work out. But I did go into Walmart to get oil for the car. I needed oil. And of course, I looked at the yarn. I didn't buy any. And I was coming down one small aisle where they have all their fall stuff. They already got lots and lots of Christmas stuff up. They have their fall stuff all marked down. And I saw they had these marked down 25% off. Now, if you follow Jeannie from Butterfly Jeannie's, oh boy, I'm going to butcher that up. Jeannie. She's in Alabama. Butterfly Dreams with a Z, crochet, I think. She did a tutorial on these pumpkin centerpieces. She went to her Dollar Tree and got the white styrofoam pumpkins, and she bought different fall flower picks, and she designed a crocheted cover, cozy whatever, for the pumpkin. And then she showed how she added in the flower picks. Well, I've been looking at our Dollar Tree when I get there. I didn't want the green styrofoam pumpkins. They had lots of those. I wanted the white ones. Well, the day that I went to Garland to get chicken feed, I stopped at the Dollar Tree there, and they had just a few white styrofoam pumpkins. I've been wanting to make Jeannie's design, and I stopped and got 2 of those. Well, I went in there and I got those 2 styrofoam pumpkins, but they didn't have very nice fall flower picks. But when I went to Walmart to get the oil, they had them, and they had nice ones. And like I said, 25% off. So I got, which came to 50 cents each. I got this one. I shouldn't try to show you things, I don't think, in the car. Got that one. I got sunflowers. Mind you, 50 cents each. And I got these. I guess this is like wheat, maybe. And I texted Jeannie and told her, and then I laid these out on the hood of my car and took a picture of them and sent her the picture. And she said that these were the same that she bought, and she paid over $1 for them. So maybe she'll go to her Walmart. She said she's still making those pumpkins. Maybe she'll go to her Walmart and get in on the deal. Now, when I was having to go to physical therapy a few years ago after the shoulder surgery, the first shoulder surgery, I crocheted pumpkins about this big. I followed one of Jada and Stitch's tutorials, I think. Yeah, it was. And I made the pumpkin, but I put a cinnamon stick in it, and I would go to, well, Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, and I would buy flower picks really cheap. I got some that had little sunflowers. I also found at Hobby Lobby a package of bows that were made out of raffia, and they had a little button on them. So I would take some hot glue and put it on the back of that button and put it on the pumpkin in front of the cinnamon stick. And also I would cut off the little sunflowers and the other little fall flowers, and I'd hot glue them around the cinnamon stick, and I would just add little different things. Jada didn't do that in her tutorial, but I did that. And I made one and I gifted it to the place where I was going for physical therapy for the front desk. I told the lady that I made it. And another therapist came out to get a chart, someone's chart, and she noticed that pumpkin. And she asked the lady at the desk where it came from. And the lady told her that I made it and I wanted to gift it to them. And she said, you know, do you make and sell those? And I said, well, you know, I could. She said, well, I'd like to get two. And I said, okay. Let me tell you, I don't know if you go back through those videos. I got so many orders. I got burnt out making the pumpkins. Oh boy. Hey, the money was good though and very easy to do. But I also made my pastor's wife one, and she showed people at church, and people at church were ordering them. At that time, I had a kitchen table, and I was doing an assembly, a one-person assembly line. I'd have the stack of the pumpkins all crocheted and ready. Oh, there goes a car like mine. And ready to cinch up. Then I'd have a pile in a plastic thing of all the little embellishments, you know, because I'd cut them off the stems. I wouldn't stick them in. I'd cut them off and hot glue them because they were small. They weren't this big. And then I had another pile, plastic container thing with the cinnamon sticks. I mean, boom, 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 boom. And I made some good money. Yep. But I did get burnt out making them. And I can't even tell you how much I was selling them for. I forget. But the time, you know, to get things like that is now, when the stores are marking them all down. If you're into that, go and get you some and put them away for next year, or all through the year. Just make pumpkins. Then you'll have a whole bunch come next fall. That's what I should do. I should do it every year. Lots of things I should do, because I have a lot of ideas and I've made a lot of things in the past that sold good for me. So I got that. Okay, that's all I have to show you. I am so excited about, well, I get excited all the time when it's church time, tonight's church, but this Sunday is my Sunday to teach. And I think it was towards the end of last week, I started to get, you know, the Lord started to drop ideas into me about what to teach this Sunday. Let me tell you, I really think what the Lord was doing was reminding me about something. And then the more I got to praying about it and start studying it out, I thought this would make a wonderful Sunday school lesson for the kids, and God will help me to break it down and gear it down onto their level. And so I've been all week making notes, you know, as the Lord gives it to me. And then it seemed like one afternoon I was thinking about it, and then this idea came to me from the Lord about an activity to do that will go along with the lesson and help the kids. You know, it like reinforces the lesson. Let me tell you this about teaching Sunday school, at least. I don't know about like regular teaching, because only when I was really, really young, I was a teacher's aide and a Head Start. But I'm talking about like your kindergarten and elementary and junior high and high school. Public school I never taught in, so I don't know if this applies. But in Sunday school, this does apply. You can teach a lesson, say about 10-15 minutes long, okay? And then if you do a Bible craft to go along with your lesson, while you're working with the kids in the craft, even just helping them cut out something, you can talk to them about that lesson. Ask them a question about it, or make a comment about the lesson that you taught. bring up the scripture that you used in your lesson, bring up the Bible verse that you're going to give them for that week. While you're working on a craft, you can still be adding more to your teaching time. It doesn't have to be a half-hour teaching and half-hour craft. I've never taught that way. And I know some Sunday school teachers that they have it in their mind that that's how it has to be. And if that works for their class, and if the kids are learning and the kids are retaining, then that's a wonderful way to teach for them. It's not ever been my way. That's not the way that God has used me. And I don't always teach for 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes I do teach 20 or a half hour, and then I still have my time to do a craft. There have been times when I've taught maybe 7 minutes and the rest of the time has been a craft, but I'm still working in my lesson. It all depends on, you know, the direction that God gives you. It's so important to be in tune with God all of the time, but especially when you're ministering to other people, and especially kids. This world, the things that are going on in the world, and the things that the world offers for kids, I'm not talking teenagers now, because I don't work with teenagers, but I have in the past. But I'm talking about kids, because I work with kids. There's things this world has to offer kids that will just suck them in. There's so much evil that those of us that are in church ministry and working with the kids, hey, we've got to stay connected to God. We should be connected to Him anyway, for our own life, for our own salvation, our own relationship with Him. But more so, I'm saying, when you're ministering to others, because if you think about it, we are a vessel. And so in order for God to pour Himself down into us, and whatever God gives us to teach or share to others, in order for that to flow out of that vessel, we got to be connected with Him. We can't have a whole bunch of junk inside of our spirit that's going to block that flow. You know, one time I taught on the woman at the well, if you know that story, and I had drawn, I'm not an artist. I think I tried to trace a picture and on cardboard, and the kids used that as a template. And then we got out some blue construction paper, and I cut out a long strip of it, you know, and shaped the end of it to make like a water drop or something. It was a few years ago that I taught that lesson that way. And then they glued that water to the top of the pitcher, and we put their Bible verse on that stream of water. And then the part they liked the best, of course, was they got to decorate their pitcher. I had crayons and markers and cotton balls and different color pom-poms and some glitter, and kids love that stuff. And they made their own little vessel and decorated it the way they wanted, and they were so proud, you know. Sunday school teachers always use supplies like that, and the kids just love it. And like I say, while I'm working with the kids on an activity like that, I engage with them and reinforce the lesson that I taught. That's just been my way. I'm a visual learner. I've always been, and so I guess because that's how I learn, I think everyone learns that way, and not everyone does. But I will say, in over 30 years of teaching Sunday school, God has always seemed to use me that way, where I have some type of object lesson. Not all the time, but most of the time. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. One time, well, I can't, because I start thinking of one time I taught something with a real good object lesson, and then my mind goes back to another one. So many. And sometimes I like to take pictures of the kids, on my phone, working on whatever. And so my phone will come up, with these memories, and I think back, oh, that was such a fun class. One time we did, I think it was, no, I'm not going to say because I can't remember it all. Because like I say, my mind starts to think of all of them. But I had my pastor's son come in for something. I know another time I taught on, oh, this is really good. I taught on the Watchman on the Wall. If you know your Bible, you know what that's all about. And I put in the classroom before the kids came in a ladder and opened the ladder up. And I had a bunch of empty toilet paper rolls. I was saving them up for the lesson. And what else? I think that was it. Yep. And I taught the lesson, and I had talked to the pastor ahead of time and told them what I was teaching. And I said, if you get a chance to come in before, let's see, how did that work? If you get a chance to come in my class for just a few minutes before the adult, before the service starts in the sanctuary, could you come in? And I told them what it was all about. And it was about the Watchman on the Wall. But why I wanted him to come in was because pastors represent a watchman, a spiritual watchman. Did you know that? And God uses pastors to look out, for the saints. Some people call us saints, some people call us sheeps, for the people of the church, And so I had the pastor climb the ladder, and I had made a pair of binoculars out of 2 empty toilet paper rolls. And he was using those binoculars, and I would say to him, "Watchman on the wall, what do you see?" And he'd look, pretending to be a watchman, looking way off, and he'd say, "I see a group of enemies coming from this way. I'm warning the people, don't go that way." And, we kept doing that for a few minutes. And then I explained to the kids that God has called pastors to be watchmen on the wall, to warn God's people of spiritual dangers, and how important it is to be in a good relationship with your pastor and listen. God gives us responsibility. We're responsible in part for our own spiritual walk with God. Like I said, we need to be praying, reading our Bible, be in connection with Him, because He'll speak to us too. But there is a place for pastors in our lives. So I was telling the kids that. And then for our Bible craft, the kids made binoculars, and they decorated them. That was so fun. Maybe one day I'll teach that lesson again, because now I'm working with different kids. So there's just different things like that. I thank God for every lesson that God has given me to teach those pure hearts, and I take it seriously. And I know when I stand before God, I'm going to have to give an account to God for every lesson that I taught, every way that I've treated those kids, every prayer that I've prayed for them. God's going to hold me accountable. It is a privilege to be a Sunday school teacher, but it's a holy, high responsibility. And I don't take it lightly, and I never have. And so, looking for my glasses that need to be cleaned. 34 minutes and 27 seconds? Oh, man. Well, I'm going to let you go, because I'm surprised the phone hadn't cut off. But I hope you have a great day. And I'm thinking about an idea for on Wednesdays. I'll call you up whenever I can, but I thinking to narrow a series down for Wednesdays. And I'll let you know more about it. So thank you for watching, liking or not liking, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm sure I got some. I don't check all that very often, but I hope I have a few new ones. And so thank you for being here. And go check out my community page. I put an announcement on there updating you of Monster. And check out my shorts. I'm trying so hard to do a short every day till I reach 2K. Sometimes I don't get to do it every day, but I did 2 this morning, and I did a regular video, and now this one. And so I am trying to reach 2,000. I know we can do it. We can do it together. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. And remember to be kind to everybody, because somebody's having a bad day. Thank you.